Sydney Metro, Australia's first fully driverless railway, but
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
you're thinking, if it's a fully driverless railway in Australia during COVID times, it has to be overpriced, isn't it? Well, you'd be right about that. As you can see on the screen just here, they've gone quite over budget with this project. And not only with just lines such as the Sydney Metro Northwest or City and Southwest, especially Southwest, but also with recent allegations about how Sydney Metro West does not have enough stations. And well, I'm afraid that I have to agree with that. So in this video today, I'll be talking about the problem with Sydney Metro West. Sydney Metro West, set to be complete in 2030, has 9 new stations at Westmead, Parramatta, Sydney Olympic Park, North Strathfield, Burwood North, Five Dock, The Bays, Pyrmont, and finally Hunter Street. Now, as you can see on this map just here, there's a huge gap between Parramatta and Olympic Park, same with Five Dock and The Bays. This is where we run into our first problem. Between Parramatta and Olympic Park, there's around an 8-kilometre gap. Now do you see the problem? There's simply not enough stations. I personally think the best solution for this is to have a new station at Rosehill Racecourse, formerly where the old Carlingford line used to stop. As you can see just here, there's a lot of disused land, especially such as industry, and of course the Rosehill Racecourse to the top left of the screen. It would just make a perfect fit for a metro station to be there, then to repurpose the land to have apartments, parks, shopping, everything. It would definitely be good for the area. The second best option is to have a station at Rydalmere, and the reason why I say second best is because it's in the middle of a suburban area, and also they'd have to realign the tunnels, so it would definitely become more expensive and more troublesome. The best option would be to have a new station roughly where these industrial areas are, or where this park is. Again, not really the best idea, but it is another option instead of having a station at Rosehill Racecourse, which is definitely the best option, but second best option is Rydalmere. Now, you're probably wondering, what about between Five Dock and The Bays? I think they should add a station at Prince Alfred Hospital, as of course it's next to a hospital, and it's also fairly close to the University of Sydney. It's mainly in the middle of where this huge gap was, adding on a new station, having more people being able to use the line to get to Parramatta in just 10 minutes instead of getting there in half an hour. So I think a stop at Prince Alfred Hospital would be the best idea. And where you can see I've circled just here, there's an empty kind of industrial abandoned sort of land, which would be a perfect spot for the metro station just behind the Royal Prince Alfred Hospital. And now we go on to the next major problem. There's no connection between the Western Sydney Airport Metro line and Sydney Metro West. Now, you're probably wondering, what do I mean by Western Sydney Airport line? Well, if you don't know, they're building a Western Sydney Airport Metro line currently at the moment in the west of Sydney. It's due to open in 2026 and uses the same sort of power supply as Sydney Metro West, which is different to the normal Sydney trains network, also including the Sydney Metro City and Southwest line. So I think that there should be a connection between those two lines to then make it easier for passengers from Western Sydney Airport to travel straight to Hunter Street in the city. Now, I know this video is about Sydney Metro West, but honestly, Sydney Metro Western Sydney Airport branch does not make any sense to me. Branching randomly from St Mary's down to the new Western Sydney Airport doesn't make any sense. Not even considering an extension from Leppington on the main heavy rail train line to the new airport, or even an extension from St Mary's down to the airport on the heavy rail train line, and not to mention, as I was suggesting, extending the Sydney Metro West line to connect with the Western Sydney Airport line. It would just be a perfect fit, then to extend the Sydney Metro West line potentially down to somewhere like Zetland or La Perouse. It's just a perfect fit, as there'd be 2 huge metro lines in Sydney connecting the west and the eastern and northern parts of Sydney. Overall, Sydney Metro is a really good project, and I'm really proud of our city for finally deciding to bring in a fully accessible driverless railway for all customers on all types of kinds in Sydney. And it's pretty much a flex to the rest of Australia, just showing them like, hey, we got driverless trains, you know. Although, to be fair, we're not those type of people. Sorry, Melbourne. That was a weird laugh. Anyways, yeah, Sydney Metro has definitely been a very successful project so far. There's still been a couple little bumps with it, but I mean, we should give respect to them. This is the first time they've done a big railway thing like this in decades, and if not centuries. Yeah, shout out to all those workers out there who have made all these metro projects possible across Sydney, and let's hope to see some more metro projects announced in the future. And do let me know if you guys like these type of videos, as I did quite enjoy making this. And yeah, I do apologise for the video being a little bit shorter than usual, but not that much I can cover about the Metro West. I've got most of it done quite quickly. But yeah, so that is it for this video pretty much. Going to slowly start wrapping it up now. Now I do know that I'm showing videos of the Western Sydney Airport line. I couldn't find anything else. Yeah, actually, while I'm at it, credit to Transport for New South Wales for all these little sneak peek clips thingy-majiggies here. I didn't have the motivation to constantly type up courtesy to Transport for New South Wales on the screen on the top right. But oh well, courtesy to Transport for New South Wales. There you go. I said it. Okay. But yeah, do let me know if you guys would like some other parts for like the problem with Sydney Metro Southwest, problem with Sydney, especially problem with Sydney Metro West and Sydney Airport. Yeah, thank you to Shareth from Building Beautifully for giving me a bit of inspiration for this topic. This is probably one of my first times doing educational sort of videos like this. So yeah, do let me know if you enjoyed the video by leaving a comment, liking the video, subscribing to the channel. Do check out some more of my videos. I will also give you guys a little sneak peek for next week's video. It will be the 4,000 subscriber special. It is going to do with Sydney Metro. It is going to be a very big video, very special, very exclusive. So do make sure you guys have your notifications turned on for that video, which should be going out next Sunday. I will give you a hint. It is touring a new metro station before it's open. Yes, I'm not going to name which one it is, but it will be a new metro station that is pretty much complete now. It is on the new city line on the metro that's meant to open in actually now about 6 months, which is quite crazy. But yeah, so do stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all next week.